Hi co-epos viewers. Today we are standing at the sprawling green campus of the Arya Vaidya Pharmacy in Mangarai, and we will be talking to the directors of the Brazilian Association of Ayurveda on the importance of Ayurveda and how significant it is to the patients in Brazil. This topic is very significant now because the National Medical Commission bill has kicked up quite a bit of controversy in India. The allopathic doctors are pretty much against the practitioners from other forms of medicine taking up a bridge course and practicing allopathy. My first question is to Doctor. Doctor, you are a physician from Brazil and you've been here to at the Arya Vaidya Pharmacy for a short course in Ayurveda. How long have you been here, and what is the level of acceptance as far as your Brazilian patients are concerned to Ayurveda?
We are here bring 50 students of Ayurveda to improve the knowledge that they receive in Brazil. We stay here for almost 30 days in this advanced course of Ayurveda. And in Brazil, Ayurveda is becoming more popular because nowadays we have the integrative practice, that this practice is alternative medicine. Okay. It's alternative to allopathy. Allopathy nowadays in Brazil are being very difficult to accept for the people because the physician do not give enough time to the patient, do not look the patient in the eyes, do not touch the patient. So the patient are looking for alternative to allopathic medicine. And we are giving these alternatives to the persons through the Brazilian Association of Ayurveda. You
are an engineer by profession and you are here again to learn Ayurveda. So how is it in Brazil? Anybody can learn Ayurveda and practice it?
Yes, in Brazil, everybody can learn Ayurveda in our courses. We ask people if they have a degree, a university degree, because the knowledge of Veda is very subtle, very complicated. But any person can study Ayurveda nowadays in Brazil. I'm an engineer, and for me Ayurveda is not so completely different because we study hard mathematics, and Ayurveda is based in a mathematical way.
Okay. So what is the difference between a doctor studying Ayurveda and an engineer studying Ayurveda?
Well, I have my good friend here, 20 years my friend. I think that for an engineer, it's easier to understand Ayurveda. Okay. Because we are not fixed on the concept of the traditional medicine in Brazil. So
do you practice with patients, or do you only give a support hand?
I'm a teacher in Ayurveda in Brazilian courses of our association, and I practice with my patients. My specialty is manas, treating the mind.
So you are a psychotherapist. So how does Ayurveda help the mind?
Oh, when we look to a person, we need to understand his mind and his heart and his actions, his emotion. How does he act in life? And when we use Ayurveda, we can see how is the imbalance of doshas. And this is something important for us to comprehend his mind, his heart, and his actions. And I can orient people about the nutrition to improve his agni. And when he improves his agni, his mind can be more clear. And the heart will be more clear. And his actions will gonna be better. So Ayurveda helps us in this way.
So how many patients do you really get who come seeking for mind treatment or psychological treatment through Ayurveda in Brazil?
Oh, people are looking for psychological, and we use Ayurveda as a support. So people that came to me don't came to me looking for Ayurveda treatment. They are looking for a psychological support. Okay. And I say to them that if we analyze their doshas and if we change their food, it can help them to be better.
So, Dr. Addison, my next question is to you. You were also talking about herbal medicine and the acceptance of herbal medicine in Brazil. If I should tell you about India, herbal medicine practitioners are not accepted because there is no scientific backing. So how is it in Brazil? Could you throw some more light on that?
Yes, nowadays in the West, there are a lot of research on herbal medicine. In Europe, we have in Germany a lot of research, and the government of Germany suggest the allopathic doctors to prescribe herbal medicine. And in Brazil, we have also researchers on herbal medicine, because Brazil has a lot of herbal medicines, and more than in India. So we have some medicines that are based on herbal. I can show you one medicine there, it's over there, that is a herbal medicine from India that is nowadays produced by the industry. The allopathic industry are producing these medicines on herbals from India that allopathic doctors can prescribe from the pharmacists, normal pharmacists.
Okay.
So Ayurveda and also herbal medicine is becoming very popular in Brazil as integrative practice. Is a kind of alternative practice that is supported by our government.
Mr. Paul, how about the availability of Ayurvedic medicines in Brazil? Is it manufactured there, or is it? Do you kind of get it from India?
Well, we don't have, still now, we don't have any Ayurvedic medicine in Brazil, produced in Brazil. We have some oils, but not the real knowledge of Ayurveda medicines we are having in Brazil. We have an idea. We have a dream to work with AVP and bring some products to Brazil. First will be just products for beauty products and perhaps some nutritional products. But the medicines are not produced in Brazil, and it worries us because it's a large number of people that using herbal medicines, the traditional herbal medicine in Brazil, and those people could have also the benefits of Ayurvedic medicine if they were produced in Brazil.
My final question is to all the three of you. As far as Brazil is concerned, the alternate forms of medicines, be it Ayurveda, homeopathy, or herbal medicine, is accepted to a large level. Whereas in India, there's not as much acceptance. So what you really have to say to the allopathic doctors who most often feel that there is no scientific backing to the alternate form of medicines?
Ayurveda is a treasure of India. And the scientific basis of Ayurveda are very close to the modern physics. The physics that has been developed since the earliest 20s of the last century. Ayurveda seems to be quantum. Ayurveda is the future. The idea of the doshas is very similar to the little particles of the atom, the quasars, the quarks, the Higgs. So I believe that if the doctors in India start to think in the quantum way, like we are thinking in Brazil, Ayurveda will become more comprehensive by them. Ayurveda is the future.
Herbal medicine is very important for the whole mankind. Nowadays, we have a lot of research on herbal medicine in the West. And the allopathic doctors in India should study more this research. We have a lot of cases in Brazil, a lot of people who use herbal medicines with less adverse effect, collateral effect, and good results in many diseases.
Can you name some of them?
I use herbal medicine more than 20 years, and I can see that I can treat many kind of problems, like digestive problems, lung problems, problems of the joint, because my specialty, I am a rheumatologist, problems of psychosomatic problems, neurological problems, many problems I can see in my day-by-day practice that herbal medicine can be used together with allopathic medicines of just alone. I have many cases of cancer patients who do the chemotherapy, radiotherapy, or surgery and come to my office to do this herbal medicine together with the allopathic traditional treatment. And both together is better than one of other alone.
Okay. In Brazil, we are researching about the mind. Ayurveda says you have to meditate. And we now know that when you meditate, you improve your health and you are able to cure things that without a positive mind, you will die. Because, for example, if you have cancer, medicine can treat cancer, but it depends a lot on how your mind is, and Ayurveda says a lot of it. If you keep your mind healthy, if you meditate, and if you have a nutrition that will help your mind to think good, you will be more healthy.
Thank you so much for talking to Go Web Post. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.